Yeah, I mean, like I told like them. I'm from a small hood in Marcy. I come from a project. I come from nothing. Like people were very.
Don't trust our opinion. Don't trust our opinion podcast. It's your boys back in the building. It's your boy OJ, and I got my boy Qadr, aka Mr. Butter.
What's good? What's good, y'all? How
You
y'all
know,
doing?
in the building, off camera. Yeah, man. So just want to give a huge shout out to everybody that's been fucking with your boys, man. That's been listening to the podcast. It means so much to us, and it's so crazy that people actually care about what we think. We just feel like we just are regular guys, so it means a lot, man. So holla at your boys, man. If you want us to talk about a certain subject, then we'll definitely talk about it. Hit us up on Don't Trust Our Opinion on Instagram. Hit us up in the DM. We welcome all people. Yeah. So let's get started, man. So you had a topic that you had in mind.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this this clip that I got from the Joe Budden podcast. Joe Budden was reviewing
Retired rapper Joe Budden.
yeah, retired rapper Joe Budden. He was reviewing I don't he wanted to say like a review, but he was reviewing Logic's album called No Pressure.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
I didn't hear the project by Logic. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really an avid listener to Logic.
Right. Me neither.
But
by the way.
people like him, and he does his thing, But I'm not really a fan of Logic.
Have you listened to a song or anything
On the album?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard it at all.
Okay. I just want to get my thoughts on the album.
And
I'm sorry.
by the way, this is Logic's last album for people that didn't know. He's retired after this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, the album was, my take, if anybody cares. My thoughts on the album was, it was all right. It wasn't, I'm kind of with Oronde. Like I'm not a fan of Logic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like which we can just talk a little bit about that after I let y'all listen to what Joe Budden had to say.
Oh wait, so you're gonna play the clip?
Yeah, I'm gonna play the clip.
All right, cool.
The clip. The clip is not that long, so I'm gonna play it. And I think, like I said, like the album was okay. I can't really go much into detail because I'm not, he didn't really, as far as like his rapping, like he can rap good. Yeah. But I didn't really take much from the album. The only thing that I really loved about the album was the production.
Yeah.
My favorite records were, let me see my favorite records from the album.
Yeah, why you check out your favorite records from the album? The reason why we're talking about Logic right now because it's gonna go into our main topic. Mm-hmm. So the main topic, I just want for everybody to understand, the main topic isn't Logic's album. It's something Logic and his album can allude to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what Joe Budden said about this, like rappers like Logic. Yeah, I guess you know what I'm saying. So, one of my, because I know you have some Logic fans, because I was reading the comments on the the last episode, and
Yeah,
y'all bring up Logic because he was in the 50 top worst rappers, which we never put on the list because
Yeah, it's not our list.
Yeah, it's not our list. So yeah, I love Soul Food 2. I love GP4. I love Hit My Line. I love Open Mic in Aquarius 3. I loved Dad Bod. Dad Bod was alright. Yeah, like this album was cool. Like I really loved the production and like the song structure and how he, you know what I'm saying, how he put that project together. I think it would have been the only critique that I feel like this should have been a mixtape. I don't think this should have been like a like a commercial album because I feel like there was not, I personally, like, if you're gonna put out an album, I just feel like it should be, everything should come together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, but nothing really came together for me. Like it was just like a collection of songs.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's that was just my take on the album. But yeah, like I said, like overall, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I listened to it.
Yeah.
Being his last album, I'll listen to it.
Yeah, man. But he's it seems like with Logic, like he's just, I guess he just he kind of like found himself in a way where a lot of artists. And I think, I think Jay Electronic had struggled with that a lot because he talked about that on his album as well. It's like they can't, like, he's one of those artists that kind of like, it's not really good with criticism, I guess.
All right, before you even get into the clip, but he posted recently, right, that I'm gonna get exactly the tweet because I got it from Academics. DJ Academics posted all right, so here it goes. Logic on Joe Budden. So Logic said about Joe Budden, he's a person who's led to a part of my depression. His words make people want to kill themselves. And it's like, my take on that, before we get into what Joe Budden said about his music, is I don't want to sound
pretty heavy.
Exactly. I don't want to sound, because like I don't want to. I want people to understand that we care about people's feelings. You know what I mean? Like we're not the kind of people to be like, oh well, get over it. You know what I'm saying? But if someone's a hard critic on you, then that's understandable. But to say that Joe Budden makes people want to kill themselves, that's heavy, man.
Yeah,
that's kind of like that. I feel like that's kind of, but I can't tell people how to feel. But that's like, damn, bro, you gonna put that all on him?
Yeah, that's a lot to put on somebody.
Yeah, you gonna put that all on him? That's not fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not. And I mean, kudos to you that not kudos. That sounds like condescending, but I'm glad you found some sort of peace. And I know your fans is not really happy that you're leaving. You know what I'm saying? And that hopefully, since you're going to a new direction with the whole like Twitch thing, and that I know you're not gonna make albums, but at least come back to make But I'm glad you found your peace. And good luck on your different journey.
Yeah. You try to play the clip?
Yeah. So this is the clip that I wanted to put up and show y'all.
My issue with Logic has never been, well, let me not say never, is not the fact that he sounds like he can rap. But it's just that he sounds like he can rap. I listened to this album, and I must say it's one of the better Logic projects out of the last three. Okay. No ID did a great job with the soundscape, and I hear what it could have been. But because I've been in this game, I also know what a collection of songs just sounds like. And Logic, for me, has always sounded like just a collection of songs. Logic sounds like gentrification to me. For me, Logic sounds like the guy that is standing furthest away from the equator, but is here to tell you all about it. It doesn't say that he can't rap. As a little white boy growing up listening to rap, who's bright, I'm sure you can listen and figure out how to rhyme some shit, which is why you probably hear some of his influences in him, or at least the attempt. But as far as soul, like the fabric of the core of his music, I don't feel it.
Same.
I don't feel it, and I don't believe it, and the content is not for me.
All right.
What you thought? First of all, like, what you thought? What do you think? Like, what Joe Budden said about not just Logic, but rappers like Logic.
Well, as far as like a collection of songs or like being far from the equator.
Okay, so yeah, those are two different things. So first, right, as far as like Logic as the rapper, what do you think about? Do you think
as the rapper?
Yeah.
Listen, right? I'm not a fan of Logic's rapping, and I know that's gonna piss a lot of people off, you know. And I honestly I just can't get into it. You know what I mean? Like I just can't get into it. You know, sometimes I feel like he's a good rapper, but like me personally, I'm into good rapping, versatility, you know, and good production, and like it's just not what I'm into. Like his rap style is just not the stuff that I can blast in a car or something like that. I'll blast in my headphones, you know.
Right.
Like he's a good rapper, like, but you can't be into every good rapper. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how you feel about Logic?
I 100% agree with Joe Budden.
What?
Like with that whole what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I first it's funny because I went back and I remember when Under Pressure came out. And when Under Pressure came out, I had a friend who really liked the album.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me about it, and I was hearing like the critics, they were saying that he was, you know, it was good, but he was, you know, basically copying Kendrick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So when I heard that, I kind of like lost interest. I lost interest and wanted to hear it. So I never heard it.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I listened to his, I think it was like the second album he came out.
Yeah.
Called Incredible something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like some of the songs, like you can hear the influence.
And
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
it.
You can hear the influence in the songs. You can hear the style. Most of the people that they was comparing him to, not comparing him to, but they was saying that he was being influenced by was Kendrick and Drake.
What about Eminem?
I don't know about Eminem. No, I don't
But
like.
that's the thing that that's the reason I couldn't really get into Logic, because it's like I'm into people that like, you know, they're like they're different, you know what I mean? Like they have their own style, you know, as far as like hip hop goes. But don't get it wrong, like I like some guys that you know, that fit like how I feel right now, like, you know, like I like turn up songs and shit like that, you know. I like people that, you know, may like seem like they're doing the same thing as someone else, but it's only for a certain amount of time. Like, cause there's some Logic songs that I do like, but it's like I can't get into him as a artist that I can I can be like, yo, I listen to this guy. Like, this is my guy right here.
And that's the thing, right? That's the thing with Logic that I agree with Joe Budden on the second part that I wanted to get into, and that was the part when he said that Logic sound like gentrification. It sounds like.
Yeah, what do you take that as? Like, what do you mean? What do you think he means by that?
I think what he means is that he is 100% an outsider. He's an outsider of some of the stuff that he rap about. For instance, right? Under Pressure.
Yeah.
There's a song called, I believe, Growing Pains 3.
Yeah.
And he does a sketch, like he does like a snippet.
Yeah.
And mind you that this came out 2 years after Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to it, and to be honest, to be in all honesty, it sounds fucking cringy.
Yeah.
Because he's in a clip, and did you listen to Good Kid, Mad City?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in the clip. I mean, he's with a group of friends, and they're basically like shooting the shit, just hanging out, talking about busting guns, whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then a car comes, and shoots at them.
Wait, this is Logic?
Yes.
Oh.
Right. And I think he's talking. I think the context is like he's like just like living through his brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's. I mean, that's
a coincidence.
That's good. That's good, like, let's be honest. That's Good Kid, Mad City. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole. You know. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's he sounds. Yeah, it's just weird, man. Like listening to Logic is like. Listening to Logic is like. It's like kind of listening to like a robot, just that's just able to just record other people and just spit it out. But it's not. It sounds like he sounds like he's just a person that can just, like I said, just rap very good. Like, it's weird, man. Like so
you think Logic is an illusion? Like, you think that he's an illusion of being an original good rapper, but in essence he's taken from other rappers and kind of putting a little bit of his own spin on it?
He's not putting no spin on it.
Oh, he's just taking it. That's what you feel?
You know what I'm saying? He's not putting any spin on it. It was very just weird just listening to him, like listening to his music. Like, it just never did anything for me. It didn't feel real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
So it's like, yeah, I agree. I totally agree with what Joe Budden was saying. Like, I 100% agree with what he was saying.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? He's a person that it seems like he can rap good because he's fast rapping. He's doing, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't understand that. Like Yellow Wolf. A lot of people may not know who Yellow Wolf is, but Yellow Wolf was a rapper that came out like in the early 2010s, and he would rap fast as shit. And that's when, like, a lot of people have put there's an illusion in hip hop where if you rap fast, it makes it seem like you're great. But it's like, when you listen to what they're saying, it's like, not really. Like, it's all right.
Do you think it's because they think they have to do that? Especially like a person that's white. Do you think like they have to have a certain cadence of rapping, so and that
I used to think that, but when you listen to early Jay-Z used to do the exact same thing. Like, he used to rap fast as shit, like real early on. And it's like, I think that, like, not for white rappers, but I think that rappers that just rap like that, period, believe that this is how you sound as a better rapper and how you sound more conscious or some shit like that. Like, I don't know.
I don't think it's conscious.
Not conscious. That's the wrong word. But like, I feel like I feel like that they think that it's more impressive to rap faster, but it's like, it's gonna come down to lyrics. Like, it sound good, it sound great, but it's like, when you actually listen to what these dudes is saying, like, for instance, like Busta Rhymes on Look at Me Now. Like when Busta did that, right? He rapping fast as shit, but when you actually listen, it's like, all right, he spent some good shit. That's why I think the verse is so legendary. But when you look back at like, you know, like Yellow Wolves or the Logics, it's like, yo, this shit is like, it's mediocre. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's why some people get so upset with Logic, guys like Joe Budden, because Logic is actually he's a good rapper, but people hold him to a certain stratosphere because of the fast rapping ability that people like, nah, like this dude, like Joe Budden said Logic is one of the worst rappers he heard of all time. That's a stretch. But the reason he's saying that, because imagine if I were to tell you,
I don't think that's a stretch. Like, that's how he feels.
Yeah, I
You know
guess.
what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong with feeling like. There's nothing wrong with feeling like
that's
a person.
That's
it's not. But it's like.
stretch.
But people don't. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying around it. Like, I know we had this conversation about Tyga, which we shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Because Tyga is a terrible rapper. Like, Tyga's a terrible rapper, right? But we had this conversation about a lot of rappers, and like, you know, just because you rap, just because you have a certain flow, and
flow is important in hip hop.
Of course, flow. It's in rap. You know what I'm saying? It's in rap. But there's a but, right?
Yeah.
You have to be saying something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. But
you have to be saying something. It's just like
that's not the argument we had with Tyga. I felt like there were worse rappers on the list than Tyga. I never said Tyga was a good rapper. Like, I feel like Tyga.
No. I understand that. The only thing that I'm bringing up, like I said, the only thing I'm bringing up for that was that, just like Logic, right? Some people are not just gonna. You're not just gonna. A person is not gonna like hear you rap fast and thinking you're a rapper. This is Joe Budden. He's been rapping for God knows how fucking long. If you put on a thing and he's just you know what I'm saying? Joe Budden's gonna say like, what the fuck? This is not like no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trash.
Race that. What's that? What the fuck is that? Race that.
I'm like whoa. I'm like, nah, son. Like, it's just this is a. But you have to understand that Joe Budden is, and you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to compare myself to Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? But I do have similar like. It is a similar
taste in music.
Not taste in music.
Say, oh shit!
I'm
You
saying
listen to Royce the 5'9"?
Like, as far as like rapping goes, like, I'm just not gonna be impressed about something that can rap flow very well. Like, you have to be saying something. You know what I'm saying? You have to be saying something. And like, if what you're saying is not even bringing something out of me, or like it's like, and it don't even have to be lyrical, miracle, spiritual. Like, I love Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? I love Chief Keef.
Yeah.
And it's not because that he's the greatest rapper of all time. It's just that what he's saying is hitting.
Yeah, it hits.
It hits. You know what I'm saying? Logic don't do that for me. When Joe Budden say he's the worst, I mean, I'm not saying to take his word because he's a rapper. I'm just saying, like,
I feel like that's a stretch.
There's certain people. If it's a stretch to you, I understand that, but to him, it's not, because he's just like, yo, you're not gonna get me with just a person that can rap fast. Like, you can learn how to rap fast, but it's like, what you saying? Like, you have to learn, the other shit.
And I think that's what people get it confused with too. Is like when guys like Twista, they were actually saying a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like, and people. I think people like, it's like, for me, it's like the phenomenon of dribbling, like in basketball. Like, when you could dribble, like, oh, this dude could fucking dribble. Like, you could bounce the ball between your legs and shit like that. But then you shoot an air ball.
Exactly. It's one thing to dribble, is another thing to be Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another thing to be Allen Iverson.
And there's some dudes like Shaquille O'Neal. He don't need to do dribble. He don't need to do that shit because it's just gonna hit. Like Chief Keef. Like, Chief Keef don't need to do all that fast rapping shit because it's like, when he say something, it's gonna hit. Like, you know what I mean? And I hate speaking like bad on Logic and shit like that, because, you know, I don't like speaking bad on people that go through depression and shit like that. But I can't lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's an insult to lie to people that listen to us. And if you like Logic, then put me onto some songs. Maybe I'm just unaware, but I'm saying the songs that I've heard from Logic, I wasn't feeling it too much, you know?
Yeah, it's like I don't think what Joe Budden says about Logic is being, you know, when he say he's the worst rapper, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, to me,
That's OD. It's
fucked up. Like,
That's
you the worst
OD,
rapper. Like laughing and giggling, especially like on your platform, is very powerful platform. So,
That's OD.
you know what I'm saying? But critique, it's like, come on, man. Like you're a grown man.
That's my issue
and
with Logic.
Like you put yourself out there. You making God knows how much, you know. And I'm not trying to say like that. Not, you know, that take care of the happiness, but it's like you putting yourself out there. It's like you gonna get critiqued.
Yeah, that's my
going
issue.
to get critiqued, you may feel shitty. You may feel like, man, like, cause you know I'm an artist, and one day I'm gonna put out shit, and people gonna say it's fucking horrible. They might, I might be like, oh fuck, man, that shit.
But you know what? That's and all right. There's two things I want to point on. Right, that's the issue I have with Logic. Right. Sorry, y'all, but that's the issue that I have with Logic. If you guys hear it's like, just like go out of nowhere, like say nothing because the camera went off. We putting the camera back on, right? But that's the issue with I have with Logic, because it's like, you're an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when you're an artist, yeah, people are gonna say your shit is trash or whatever, but like it kind of doesn't matter. Like, he's been 10 years deep into the game. You've been in the game for a decade. So you trying to tell me that you've never heard that you were trash and that you sucked? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's,
and it's like,
and you're a popular rapper.
And it's like, think about who's saying that to you. No disrespect to Joe Budden, but it's like Joe Budden did not have the success that you had. You know what I'm saying? Joe Budden had success more later on in his career off like rap songs. But
I mean,
Logic has definitely sold more than Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying?
Do you
like,
think Logic care about that though?
But that's that.
Not saying he don't care about. Of course, he care about making money.
But why would you care about what Joe Budden has to say?
Not Joe Budden, but as a person who. I mean, like obviously people respect him as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Honestly,
I'm saying like all right. The reason this is the thing, right? For instance, right? We do YouTube, we do podcasting, right? Mm-hmm. When things hurt my feelings, like when I look at comments, right? Yeah. This is probably a whole different topic. When things hurt my feelings that are in the comments, because there's some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like some guy would say like like, oh, like fix the sound. You know what I'm saying? And it's like kind of pissed me off, because it's like, yeah, we do need to fix the sound. And well, at the time we did need to fix the sound, but it used to piss me off because I know there's some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it used to get me upset. Like 2 months ago, I'm like, fuck, man, we need to fix the fucking sound, and these dudes keep fucking pointing it out. It's pissing me off, right? I don't know about Logic, but for me personally, and I think for some humans, shit only pisses us off when there's some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to critiquing us, so it's like, what are you so upset about? Because imagine if a homeless...
He wasn't this upset. He's like you say. He's he was depressed. Crying,
yeah,
man. He was crying because he was saying that. I want to go back on the stage. Not things that, because you could get pissed off by just an ignorant statement. It has nothing to do with you. Yeah. But I'm saying like something. I'm glad you said something that could make you depressed and like, you know, infuriated. Because you can be upset about like a comment like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, but when you're infuriated by something like so much where you can't stop thinking about it, it's kind of probably some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when dudes say certain things in the comments about sound and you know, I don't even want to give dudes ammunition. I ain't gonna say it, but like we just gonna say with the sound, right? Yeah.
I used to get a little tight, like, yo, like, you know, because I know I'm like, fuck, yeah, we need to get better on the fucking sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I used to get upset. So, based off of what Logic was saying, is he telling you, like, does he know Why is he holding Joe Budden's opinion to such a high stature?
I don't think it's about Joe Budden. I just think he's I think this has been throughout his career. Like, he's a person who don't really take well with criticism and like negative criticism, like, because I guess he's just such a nice guy. I think he's such a nice person.
Yeah, that could probably be.
He don't really take, like, he doesn't really take criticism very well. And you know, he found, you know, peace. You know, found peace within himself. You know what I'm saying? I know that that's just a personal thing, and you know, I shouldn't really, you know, I'm not gonna try to like, I'll be mindful about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he really feels that way, I understand that, but it's like, man, like you know, you put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing you can really do about that. Like, that comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's the sacrifice you gotta make.
Like, I'm glad now that he's you know, that he wants to retire now, because maybe it's just getting to him even more. You know what I'm saying? Because there was one album where they just totally shitted on him. Like, it's like a confession of like a dangerous mind or something like that. Like, they did, like, critics shitted on it, people shitted on it, and people was not happy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was kind of like, and you know, it could have been an album, where he was just broke down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that could have been, there's just like Kanye West Yeezus and like, you know, all these like, you know, albums where he just like.
What's that album Kanye came out with? Where it was like a whole bunch of depressed songs on it.
808s and Heartbreaks?
Nah, not 808s. It came after Pablo.
Came after Pablo. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that was his, like, you know, that's just like his album where he just like couldn't take the shit no more and just like fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
And like, it's crazy because like I can understand that. Like, you know, I can only imagine being an artist and coming out with so much like music that you put your heart into, that you put your soul into, and like, you know, people just shit on it, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was talking to some guy I knew, and he's a painter, right? So he was telling me some guy was like, hey, what does your art mean? You know, and the guy was like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of question is that? Right? So the guy was like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just my art. And I think that's what truly the great artists do. Like, I think that's what the true artists really do. They don't really care about people's opinion, because this is something like you can't confine the artist. They have to like put out whatever's in their mind. So when the guy asked him about it, he was like, I don't like, he said, just my art. Like, you interpret my art however you want to, but in my heart, I know what it means to me. I don't care what anybody else has to say about my art, because I know what it means to me, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But in hip hop, like, where everybody critiquing your art and shit like that, then it could get overwhelming. I understand that, but I feel like the way to get through that, and I'm not a hip hop artist, obviously, but is to know that you did what you can do for yourself, and whatever the people want to depict it as, they depict it as. If it's trash, it's trash. But it's like, all right, but I did, like, I think when people go wrong, it's like, yo, I hope I make this song and it could get hot on TikTok. You lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lost. Like, you're not even doing it for yourself no more. You're doing it just for money and TikTok and to get popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe Logic is misunderstood. Maybe just a misunderstood artist, especially in this thing, because, you know, the one thing that stood out about what Joe Budden said in that clip was his examples was of like a white person. You know what I'm saying? And man, that's kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, it's like we laughing.
Nah, I'm just thinking about Joe Budden. Like, go ahead.
It's like I said before, man, when it comes to Logic, it's like, oh man, you know what I'm saying?
I just hate when people make
like, it. It's kind of like a I ain't gonna make that.
Yeah, I just
but it's like, yeah, it's messed up because he's black. You know what I'm saying? He's a black person, but it just don't feel like it feels like a those black people from the suburbs.
Yeah,
That's what it kind of feels like. It feels like they're black people from the suburbs.
It's unfortunate.
And it's exactly. It's
Yeah,
unfortunate, but it's
unfortunate.
just like, like that's, I have to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. That's just the honest truth about some of his music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't necessarily say gentrification.
Yeah, that was.
Because I'm pretty sure
was
Logic
hefty.
has some struggles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
growing
of
up in
course.
Baltimore, but it just don't sound. It just sounds like it's like you not really from that cloth or from that side
Yeah,
to
like,
be talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
Like,
yeah.
you just not that like it's like Kanye West talking about drill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
it's not. It's,
Kanye
yeah.
West is from, it's not, I don't know where Kanye West is from in Chicago or like Illinois, but he's definitely not from the South Side. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
Chief Keef is at. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he is. I think he is from the South Side.
I don't know.
But he's not from
I
the
don't
South
know.
Side now. Like,
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
South
yeah.
Side
So-
from like 10 years ago. He was from the
So-
South Side,
Yeah.
like, 80s, 70s or some shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, so that's where the South Side he was from. It was different like 10 years ago. Like, 10 years ago is crazy. Well, not even now is fucking crazy.
Yeah. So I didn't want to, so it's like, I won't, you know what I'm saying? I won't say what, I think Joe Budden was a little bit extreme,
Yeah, extremely extreme.
but I kind of agree. I did agree. I did agree what he was saying about this. I agreed. I'm just gonna think. I agreed with what he was saying about this Logic's music, and just Logic in total. But like as far as like, maybe I take back for agreeing with the gentrification music. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's OD.
That's OD. That's OD.
Because I was about to come in here, man, and like really talk about that, that's something, man. Like when Joe Budden said gentrification music, I laughed. It
I was
funny.
dead. I was dead. That was the first time I ever heard that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you
I
know what I'm
was
saying?
dead.
Like I've never heard that before. So like I just wanted to speak on that, and I wanted to get everybody, everybody's take on that. But like I said, like this project was really good, and like I said, like I'm glad you found your piece, man. And,
Yeah. What's the project name again?
it's called No Pressure.
Yeah, everybody go listen to No Pressure, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to it too when I get free time. But yeah, you want to start with Pick Your Poison?
Yeah. Introduce Pick Your Poison.
But if you've been rocking with us, this is our third podcast. And we have a segment called Pick Your Poison. Now, Pick Your Poison is a segment that we do where we have a whole bunch of topics and we put them into a random generator that we found online, and then we press the button and the generator picks whatever random topic that we've chosen. And we have 5 topics. So the 5 topics can consist of many different things. Butter is gonna introduce the topics for you guys. So it's 5 topics.
It's not 5 today. It's 4 today. It's 4 today.
Okay, so yeah. 4.
Sorry for the inconvenience, but
4 topics today.
Okay, 4 topics. The topics is the Chicago drill scene. Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson. Mass media, and if this is a positive or negative influence to what?
Modern human life.
Okay. And is the NBA a distraction from social injustices
Yep.
in the world? So, yeah, I'm about to spin it. And here we go. Mass media is the winner.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
All right. So I want to know if mass media is a positive or negative influence on modern human life, right? So basically, we obviously have the COVID thing going on, right? So I wanted to know if you think that it's a good thing that we're well aware of what's going on, or if I were to play devil's advocate, right? and say that it's a bad thing because we're so controlled by media. You know what I mean? So like there's pros and cons to everything.
Right.
Right? And I wanted to know, as far as the media, do the pros outweigh the cons, or do the cons outweigh the pros? Because all right, when you look at, let's see, like name any like big media like Fox
News, yeah.
or CNN, do you watch those news stations because it can possibly benefit you, or do you watch it like to almost do the opposite of what they said? Because I have friends that I talk to them, and they said I look at the news, and I just do the opposite exactly of what they say, because they're like, because this is how I view it, right? It's called television for a reason,
right?
To tell a vision, right?
Yeah.
We want you to do this so you don't know what the fuck is going on, right? However, that can be a conspiracy theory in its own, and I could be 100% wrong, and they're literally just giving you the facts.
Yeah, but it's I mean stuff like that clearly have like news, news anchors and all these companies that 100% have an agenda. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think that agenda is? You think that agenda is a trick?
They get you to go. I don't think it's a trick. I think it's just to get you to go with their narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm saying all right, for me, all right, right? If I were to control, all right, so this is the question, right? Who do you think controls the news?
Who do you think? The person who basically, like, there's a monopoly. I mean, of course, there's a monopoly when it comes to that. Like, there's somebody who whose one company controls like 5 different.
Who is it? Is it Viacom? It's not Viacom.
I mean, Viacom controls a lot of the big
all right, so
companies.
Hypothetically speaking, right? If you controlled CNN, ABC, Fox, NBC, CBS, all these stations, right? How would you go about business? You were the top, like you the top of the food chain. Would you let everybody in the world know exactly what's going on in the world, or would you keep it a secret to yourself and then spew out things that are half true but half fabricated?
He doing some heavy hitters at me, man. Like, I don't. That's hard, man. That's a hard. Like, okay, me personally, I'm just a person that really don't give a fuck. Like, this is how I'm gonna put it, right?
Yeah.
If I'm Viacom, right?
Yeah.
And Nick Cannon is spewing, is
the
talking about
anti-Semitic,
anti-Muslim.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If he's wrong,
yeah,
right?
You're gonna deal with him accordingly.
Then exactly.
Yeah.
Like, if you're spewing something that's wrong, then I'm gonna tell you, like, yo, you're fucking wrong. Why are you, doing this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you spilling shit like that? And he's basically gonna get fired. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get this how he got fired from Viacom. I mean, fired from, working with Viacom. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're saying the truth, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna block anybody from speaking the truth about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just me.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Yeah, that's you.
But like I said, like, being in this business, you know what I'm saying? It is a business. So like, if you are spewing something that can possibly be true or not, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Could possibly be true. Not talking about the Nick Cannon. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about something separate.
Yeah.
I don't want people to think I'm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're talking about something that is truthful and is making you lose, but that truth can lose business, like, yeah, you're gonna get fucking fired. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you're gonna get fired. Like, you speaking the truth, but your ass still gonna get fired because
Yeah.
you fucking up the business. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's why I wouldn't want to be into any type of mass like control of any type of mass, because I know that's I can't even fathom like the amount of responsibility that you have. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's more of a negative. Like, to answer your first question, is definitely a negative, because these media companies have one agenda in mind, and that's just to control the people's that's just control the narrative and control what
What you think?
what do you think? You know what I'm saying? And choose a side. You know what I'm saying? And it don't even have to be a good side. Choose a good side because it fits your agenda, and you're able to make money. You know what I'm saying? Of course, not every media is like that. You know what I'm saying? But people like Fox, you know what I'm saying? Like, they definitely try to when, like, when something bad happens, they gun control comes around, and like, they want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because the reason I'm asking this is because it's like, we don't know what's the truth. You know what I mean? Because there's been times where the media were wrong. You know what I mean? And we found out years later that the media was wrong, you know? And there's been times that the media, like, they just completely lied to us. You know what I mean? But it's to fit their narrative and to fit their agenda.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how can it's just tough. Like, you know what I mean? And you got people that support Trump. And you know Trump's go-to, the media is a whole bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? And there's a whole bunch of people that believed what he's saying, right? And the thing about that, the reason why I feel like that's so genius of him to do is because everyone kind of knows that the media be on some bullshit. So now if he says, like, well, the media is always fucking lying, and then there's going to be some guy that's going to be like, yeah, the media is always fucking lying. So I'm rolling with Trump because the media is always lying. You know what I mean? So it's like, how can we build trust with the media, like, ever again?
I mean,
it's almost impossible.
I mean, listen, there are, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. There are some media companies that don't really do that and wants the truth and nothing but the truth to come out. Just saying, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's a fact. We don't know who the fuck that is, but the popular ones be fucking.
You probably be doing some bullshit. It's because, you know what I'm saying, like, they are the whales. You know what I'm saying? They are, and to be a whale, you have to have some type of idea in your head that you're trying to make as much money as possible. That's what I'm saying? You're trying to make as much money as possible. And it's fucked up because you have some of these social.
Sometimes I don't even like. Yeah, it's about the money, but I feel like it's kind of more evil to do some shit like that.
Oh, it's 100% evil.
Yeah,
but they don't. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the whole narrative as far as like the Black Lives Matter movement and how it's a lie, and that it's just
it's a left wing
to make to serve their agenda, whatever. And that's what it becomes. That's what it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because the people who originally made the movement, you know what I'm saying? Because it kind of like shits on them, and it's like, damn, like, that's not what the movement, like, I'm like, it's not my fault that the movement got big to the point where these like people are able to critique this shit to the point where it's like they don't even know. Like, they don't even fucking know.
And that's my issue with the media, because there's some media outlets that they don't like. That's what I'm saying. Like, is the media like, it's so weird, because it's like, if there was no media, right? Will humans be forced to read more books to learn about more like history, or to learn exactly how things are? Like,
it would just make it, of course, for one, it would definitely make people have to think more.
And that's the
they have
thing.
to do more critical thinking about what they, about just their about their
about
purpose,
what's going on, right?
About what's going on.
This is the thing, right? This is my issue with the media. The media, like, there's pros to the media, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like the cons outweigh the media's pros so much, because it's like, there's people that don't even think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that just, oh, this is what the television's saying? Okay, I'm gonna just run with it. You know what I mean? Like, I would never tell somebody, like, oh, well, the TV said it, so you have to believe it. Or your phone said it, so you have to believe this shit. You know what I mean? When people, like, think for themselves and shit like that, then I love it. But there's some people out there that don't think for themselves. And
Majority.
But fuck yeah, you're right. The majority of people really don't think for themselves, and you know what I'm saying? And they just run whatever the fucking television tells them.
It's like a simple Black Lives Matter. It's nothing. It's not a con.
A leftist lie.
It's not a lie.
Yeah,
it's not nothing. You see the injustice that's happening. You see black people being killed, and it's like, for you to even think anything else, you know what I'm saying? For you to even think it's just you know, to me, it's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? But that's what mass media, that's what media companies, you know, especially, you know, the big media companies, that's why it's just so negative, because it's just, you know, they basically just using their black platform to serve an agenda that is not, that's just like, I guess maybe was just, you know, serve a purpose as far as like financial, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really, So,
and especially not only the Black Lives Matter thing, but especially with the Kaepernick situation, like him kneeling, he was told to kneel by somebody that was in the military to respect the flag. He said, "Don't sit down, because sitting down is a sign of disrespect to the flag." So Kaepernick asked a guy that served in the military, "So how can I respect the flag while being able to, you know, free, speak my piece," which is a amendment. And the guy told him, he said, "Yo, just kneel." And this is a guy in the military. He told him to kneel. He said, if you kneel, then you would show respect to the flag, and also you can bring awareness to your whatever cause it may be. And that was somebody in the military. And you got all these fucking clowns that never served a day in the military talk about, oh, he don't respect the flag. And then that's what I'm saying. The media just ran with it and said, oh, yeah, Cap don't respect the flag. And you got the president saying that shit, oh, he don't respect the flag. But it's like, how, like, you guys love the military so much, but you're not even listening to what the dude in the military told him. So it's like, it's not even about the flag anymore. It was always about you. It's always about, like I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I don't want to say this, but it's like, if you don't try to understand where Kaepernick is coming from with the flag, I mean, not with the flag, with the kneeling, it has nothing to do with the flag. If you don't understand where he's coming from, then I'm sorry, man. Like, me and you can never see eye to eye. You know what I mean? Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. You know, sometimes we have topics that go into different topics but that's how I like it, shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man. Don't trust our opinion. You have anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Nah, not really. Shout out to Kevin, Chris. They couldn't be here. Hopefully they at the the next podcast.
Yeah, y'all. So yeah, holla at your boys, man. And if you want to have a topic that you guys want to talk about, hit us up in the DM. And we'll definitely give it a look. Yeah. So appreciate everybody for pulling up. If you made it this far, then you definitely gonna get a shout out. I don't know how we gonna do that, but hit us up if you made it this far in the DM. Instagram, follow Don't Trust Our Opinion Instagram. So yeah, all right, peace out, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, like I told I'm from a small hood in Marcy. I come from a project. I come from nothing. Like people are very, 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 very poor. That's where I came from. And to be not only a star in your neighborhood, and to be a star in the world, and then to take it even further and be international. That was the war. Best international hip hop act. That's beautiful.